Okay, we're live. We are live. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to go to Facebook and check if we're fine, like if everything is okay online. Oh, okay. Okay, everything is if fine, like if everything. Let me check. Okay, let me change this color, the color of the text. Let's put a black. Let me change this color, the color of the text. Let's put a black. Change this color, the color of the text. Red would have been. How would I put a red on a purple? No, it doesn't. Uh, I'm simply trying to. How would I put a red on a purple? Okay, not bad. Okay. Bonsoir tout le monde. Hello to everyone. Like que ou ap gade video sa kounya ou live la kounya que ou brale gade li apre. I don't need to introduce myself because you know me already. You're gonna fantas. Um, live map fe jodi a map fe li an anglais. Peut-être c'est première fois map fe un live en anglais. Mwen fe un live kon sa m sonje en créole sous une opportunité d'apprentissage pour moun qui parle anglais yo, parce que c'est une plateforme et anglais que moi pral parler là jeudi ya. Donc c'est moi te dit ça yeah, vamos juste faire en anglais, man. Vamos juste parler anglais et peut-être pour challenge moun qui va regarder YouTube parce que si vous voulez apprendre en anglais, regardez est-ce qu'on peut comprendre petit anglais tout pas vrai. So yes, okay. The platform we are talking about today is Saylor Academy. I love to go um, riding to practice. So before I say anything about Saylor Academy, what it is, how you can learn on it, is it for free? Are you going to receive a certificate after you finish a course or you complete a course? I want to say, let me go directly to Saylor Academy. I'm going to go to the website and we're going to see what it looks like, okay? And we can talk about the other things later. So if you are here, maybe you can leave a comment. If you leave a comment, I will know that you're here because I am not live directly on Facebook, so I will not know if you are in the live, like if you were following with me. So you could leave your name or say something in the chat so that I could know you're here, okay? Let's go. We're live both on Facebook, on my page, Hugo Fontes, and on YouTube on the page of The Young Show. The Young Show is live on YouTube, but not on Facebook. On Facebook, it is only my 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 profile that is live. Okay, let's do it like that. I'm going to go and share my screen here. Go to the next scene where we will go to Sailor Academy. Okay. So the website, to make sure it's clear for everyone. Oh, that's moving. Why is it moving? Oh, it's my hand. Ah, my hand is doing that. Really? Let me make sure that it is wide enough for everyone could see my screen. Okay, because I'm using a second screen, so I'm gonna go to it. Sailor Academy. Um, so the website for Sailor Academy is learn.sailor.org. So learn, the verb to learn, Sailor, .org. So you could write that somewhere, and then or I could just add it in the chat. So I could do that. I could just go and add it in a comment. This is the website for you to go. This is the comment there. Okay, I've just added it in a comment. Oh, I didn't organize how the comment would look for the live. Okay, so this is HTTPS, or you could just go to learn.saylor.org. You see learn.saylor.org. Okay, so that's the website. When you go to the website, what you see there is you see the logo of Saylor.org, right? Saylor Academy, the course catalogs. But what I would do is click on Saylor. If I can go in and see the home tab. Okay, so the home tab opens with saying what Sailor Academy is, maybe learn new skills or earn credit towards a degree at your own pace with no deadlines using free courses from Sailor Academy. Okay, let's stop here. Learn new skills or earn credit towards a degree. So you can learn something on Sailor Academy, but you can also earn credits. Let's say you're going to go to a college, another college, and then you could use a degree like the credit you take here. Like let's say you complete a course, and then you want to use that credit to go to a college. So it's saying that you can use that. Okay, so any like the other universities will recognize that. Um, so at your own pace, with no at your own space, own pace. So that means you can learn anytime you want. If you wanna, you set your own deadlines or your own schedule if you want to learn. Okay. And then they say with no deadline, so it's the same thing. You don't have any deadlines to submit or a homework if you need to. You decide when to do that. Using free courses from Sailor Academy. Okay, that's the big news. It's free. It's totally free. You're not paying for anything. I have taken courses on Sailor Academy for free, which means I have not given anything. So join the 2,504,502 students that have started our journey with us. So, bien plus passé 2 millions, 2.5 millions, more than 2.5 million people who have taken courses at Sailor Academy. We are committed to removing barriers to education and helping you build essential skills to advance your career goals. Create an account and log in to track your course progress, gain access to final exams, and earn certificates of completion. Okay, so you will be awarded a certificate of completion when you complete a course at Sailor Academy. So let's look at what they tell us to do first. It's log in or create an account. Remember that? Okay, you need to log in or you create an account. For myself, I already have an account. I'm not going to create an account. I'm going to log in, okay, using my email. Let's see there. Okay, I'm going to use Google. I don't use like add an email. I just use Google here. And then let's do that. That's the account I want to use. Let's do it quick. Okay, that's it. I'm in. But imagine that you did not have an account, you would need to go and you would sign up with Google. It would be the same thing if the account is connected on your computer or your device, your phone, because there's an app for Sailor Academy. You would simply have to just use the Google account you want to use for that. Hey, Teacher Fiddler, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Let me I need to really set your comment in a way for people to see it. um, Let me see that. Okay, maybe like that. Yeah, people are able to see a comment like that. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see what's on the website. So we know what Sailor Academy is, what it does. It offers free courses that you can take online. They are for free. They're at your own pace, so you can take the courses at any time you want, right? Anytime you want, and you will be awarded a certificate at the end. But you need to pass the exam. Okay, it's not just you complete a course without passing an exam. There's actually an exam for you to take that is going to ask you to pass to do 70 or more or higher than that. Okay, it's going to be 70% of the core of the exam, and it's timed. When I say it's timed, if they're going to give you 2 hours, they just give you 2 hours to complete the exam. You don't have like non-limited or unlimited time to just take the exam. All right, let's see. Let's look at the different, because I'm using another screen. That's what maybe you see my face is looking up the camera. I have a monitor here with me. So the categories of courses they have, we could look over them, and then we're going to focus on taking one example and see how you can enroll in the course, take the course, and do an exam. I don't think I will be able to do an exam because I would need to, attend the class, take the courses, read them, and then be ready for the exam. It's not something I can do just today or just right now. Okay, let's see who's here. Let's see who's here after teacher Fiddler. Okay, Fiddler says something. So if anyone wanna tell me they're here, just drop a comment in the chat, and I will say hi. Okay, thank you. Let's go. So the categories we find, first is arts and humanities. So for arts, so we could see a description of that. Examine human culture, expression, and critical thought in art and communication. So you have 12 courses there. So if you get into this category, you're going to be able to see 12 courses, which you can choose from. We're going to open after that. Okay, business administration is second. So we have 50 courses. Woo! 50 courses in business administration. The purpose of this is to learn essential skills in finance. So there are courses in finance, management, marketing, and business strategy. Ooh, that's pretty interesting, for people who want to learn in business administration or who are already in the fields. Computer science is number three. Discover programming, data structures, algorithms, and software development fundamentals. Well, you want to develop softwares. That's interesting. How many courses are there in this category? 17 courses. Okay, 17 courses. Let's now go to ESL. ESL, which stands for English as a Second Language. Let's say you want to speak English. You have courses on Saylor Academy to help you do that. Let's say you are a teacher, you are an instructor. Maybe you can refer this course to your student or your advanced student if they really wanna, like let's say they want to be a teacher. Let's stay there. ESL, English as a Second Language. Build language skills in reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So that I would say that, when you say, for example, you speak a language, or you let me not say speak, you master a language, because usually people would say, I speak English. But for any language, you have skills, right? You have skill in the language. Um, so if you want to say that you master a language, you need to be able to express yourself, or to master reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Not just to be able to speak the language, but you need to be able to read the language, but also understand what you read. And writing is to be able to put in writing what you can say or utter with your mouth. And listening, are you able to listen to different dialects, or if a group of people or different kinds of people are speaking English, are you going to be able to understand what they're saying through listening? Okay, and respond also, because it's not just important for you to understand what you hear, but can you respond back to it according to the instructions you hear? And then speaking, that's the basic thing. It's easier for everyone to speak English than to be good at writing or reading or even listening to English. So listening and speaking, they're mostly the easiest, right? So you have 5 courses in ESL. Ooh, 5 courses there. Um, so let's go. Let's continue. You have professional development. Professional development, what it is to boost skills with bite-sized courses on time management, soft skills, and problem solving. Woohoo! Pretty interesting here. Let me take a break. Let me take a little pause here. Okay, let me pause. um, Bite-sized courses here, when they mean that, they mean it's like when you go to business administration, and then you see 50 courses. But for profession, let's say a course in business administration can last 40 hours or 20 hours. But professional development, when they say bite-sized courses, it's like the courses are shorter. Let's say if a course in business administration would be 32 hours or 32 credits, in professional development, maybe they give you a short version of it, right? Like a short version of that course. So the course on time management, soft skills. Usually, soft skills are not skills that you learn at school, right? When I say at school, they're not the hard skills like mathematics or science. They're usually like an empathy or patience or conflict management, things that even though you learn them in life, even though you learn them in university or at college, you still will have to practice them. Okay, they're not really because you learn them, you're good at them. For example, patience. Because you learn how to be patient, that doesn't mean you're going to be patient. You actually can be patient by practicing patience. Let's, for example, empathy. For example, empathy could be like a soft skills. Like, okay, practice empathy. Or interpersonal skills. Can you be able to hear people, understand people, and be able to resolve or resolve conflict management? These are some examples you could put in professional development. Problem solving, for example, is a good thing. How do you proceed in solving problems in businesses or in your daily life? So things skills that would be helpful to you in any other areas you would be working in. So there are 45 courses in professional development. Science and math, we have study foundational principles in mathematics, biology, chemistry, and physics. So you have mathematics if you want to learn algebra or geometry. You have biology, science, you have chemistry and physics. Let's say you speak English and then you want to learn these things. Maybe you don't have money or opportunity to go to university, but you have your phone, you have a computer, and you have access to internet. You can learn online for free. This is like free, guys. I'm not. It's not a scam. It's it's for free. Okay, let's continue. Science and math, you have 10 courses. And the last one is social science. Analyze human behavior, society, economics, and institutions through social science. Okay, so that's science sociale. So behavior, society, sociology, psychology, tout ça, economics. Na économie, ou joindre like microeconomics or macro and macroeconomics, and institutions through social science. So there are currently 19 courses available in social science. All right. I would say thank you, Fedler. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother. Okay. Oh, the live actually gives you a transcript, not a transcript, like subtitles of the words I use, so you can actually see what I say. If you're not able to hear or understand when you hear. Maybe I speak too fast. Like, yeah, people tell me I speak too fast sometimes. Okay, so we have seen that, and there are even specialized programs, but I'm not going to go into the specialized program today. You have Bitcoin economics, so it's like if you want to do a master's degree there, you can do that. But for master's degree, you get to pay for the exam you take. And you don't pay for the course, but you pay for the exam that you take because it's tutored, so people help you do that. It's not just on yourself; you do it. But today I'm not going to get into the specialization programs. But you on the website, you can go in and check it out. Okay, I'm going to post that comment I had for the website. Okay, learn Saylor, learn.saylor.org. Thank you, Robert. Oh, it's been a long time, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go to let's see what interests me more here. Like, because if I want to give you an example, I want to take something I like. When I say I like, I something that's in my field, right? I have arts and humanities. Not not pretty my thing. There are communication there, not bad, but business administration for someone who would start, like, let's say you're just starting, you would go to professional development. I would encourage you to go to professional development because the courses there are shorter. Like, they're not 40-hour course, because you are able to see how much time it usually is required for you to complete that course, including the exam. Okay, so for professional development, there are 45 courses available. I'm going to go there. Okay, let's go to explore professional development. It's opening. Okay, so what you see on the top, you see there first, you see professional development. So the same text in the previous page. And then you find the number of courses that was mentioned in the first page, and it tells you the level also. Oh, that's interesting. It tells you the level. So if you're just starting in this field, you would go starting with a beginner, right? You would not go to intermediate or advanced. Like you're just starting, you would start by that. So the first course available there is preparing and delivering presentations. Wow, this is important. Let's say you are someone who provides report, you give report, or you present reports a lot. That is a course that could help you. How do you prepare and deliver presentation like a PowerPoint or Canva presentation? You want to present a report at your meeting, at your meetings. That could be a course for you. It's also for beginners. I'm not going to open it now. I will open something I think maybe well almost everybody would like will like crisis communication. Interesting for communication in a business, right? Crisis communication. How do you communicate about crisis when there's big problems in the business, in the enterprise, or in the institutions? How do you learn to communicate on that? Communicating with data. Well, if you communicate data like statistics or with finance, economics, that's something that could help you. Information literacy. Um, Literacy in information. Maybe it has something to see with research and presenting. Foundations of human communication. Wow, communication, yeah, communication human. That could be a good thing. Interpersonal communication. I would love that course. I would love it. Interpersonal communication. How do you talk with people, and how do you understand each other? Group communication. Ooh, group communication. How do you manage communication in a group, right? And organizational communication. Communication into an in an organization. For me, that's an interesting course. Mass communication, maybe not for me, someone who is in politics or who wants to influence a lot of people. Maybe mass communication would be good for that. Introduction to sales, la vente. So someone is in business, so you could learn how to sell. Okay, how to sell. Introduction to management, interesting. Historical and globalization influences on management. Wow, ooh, someone will like want to understand management in a globalized world, you would say, and historical also, like history of management. So that could be good. So we have rows here. You can go and continue to see the rest of the courses because they say it's 45, and that we just seen, let's say 4, 8, and 12. We've just seen 12 courses. We have more than like, we have more courses to see. Let's look at the 45 courses. We've got organizational culture, diversity, and ethics. Interesting course for everybody. Organizational culture, diversity. Like if you were working in an organization where there are different nations or different ethnicity, like Americans, Canadians, Haitians, you need to learn how to, how to, cope with different type of culture, right? Let's say you want to go and live somewhere else. Maybe you need to learn how are Americans, like Americans have a specific way to be, right? Americans react differently to situations, um, like different from Haitians, right? We Haitians, we have our ways. It's the same way. If an American is coming to live in Haiti, they need to learn to understand how do we live, how do we react, how do we do things in Haiti, in politics, in all the fields. Okay, so that would be an interesting course for you. Diversity and ethics. Ethics, important for business. Leadership and teams. Leadership and teams. Like you want to be a leader, or you are already a leader. That could be a good thing for you. How to like maybe develop yourself as a leader and manage teams because they put it together with teams. Managing employees. It's different than in teams. When you say employees, like leaders and manager, the manager usually focuses on task, like do that, do that. We need that result. But leadership is more than just I want you to do that. It's like I want to help you also. I want to influence you. I want you to be like a leader also. I want you like you. It's managing people and leading people are two different things. When you like if you want to make a difference, on leadership. Leadership is it takes more than managing people. You know, Managing, you can say, oh, I don't care if the person doesn't do the job. I don't care. But leadership, as a leader, if things are not getting done in your teams, you should care about that. Not just forcing people to do them, but trying to understand why it is happening, why they were not doing the job. Maybe you need to get closer to them. Like leadership, sometimes it has relationship on it too. Like you create relationship with people. But as a manager, usually it's not usually required. You don't have to create a relationship with people. You just have to get them to do the job. So, but you still have things you need to learn in managing people. How do you manage groups? How do you manage employees, especially? Okay. Let me see if there's anything in the chat I need to look at. Okay, it was the only comment of Robert. Thank you, Robert. Let me go ahead and click that and let that pin. Okay, introduction to human resource management. HRM, human resource management. In French, we say ressources humaines, gestion des ressources humaines, GRH. So someone who's learning is au monde qui fait commencer à apprendre gestion, or someone who wants to really understand how do you manage human resource, because in a business, in institutions, in business in general, you have different types of resources, right? You have human resource, you have like material like things like objects, you have the knowledge. Information can be a resource, is a resource also, right? There are like different finance, like when I say finance, I say money, right? Money like is a resource. But here it's focusing on human resource, like the people. How do you manage people? But this course is an introduction to it. Okay, it's for a beginner. Introduction to business planning and strategy. Ooh, it's true, I'd say beginner, but if you're just beginning in business administration, I would not encourage you to take that course for as to start. Like strategy, strategy is mostly not the day-to-day activities on the business. It's more like the big decisions, the vision of the business, how we are coping with, like looking at ourselves, our business in 2 years, in 5 years. It's really focusing on strategy, not really the day-to-day or the operational aspects of the business. The decision making, I took that course, guys. I took that course in college. I have it also in I think it was my fourth year at college. In French, they call it, en français, really, processus décisionnel, decision making process. So it's, it helps how do you make decisions in a business? What aspects do you consider? It's not just, I'm going to do that. How do you analyze your options, and how do you go forward and move on with a decision? I said decisions. Next course is organization, structure, change, and the future of management. Who? It's true, it's beginner. I wouldn't encourage someone to take that as a first course, because it's organization, structure, change, and the future of management. So it really gives you a lot about prospects, like how do you see management in the future? What's happening in the field of management, mostly theory. Create a workplace conflict resolution policy. Create a workplace conflict resolution policy. I would say, like if you're writing a paper, like something that helps manage conflict resolution. So if you're working on a document for that, it's still a beginner. Elements of ethical leadership. Ethical leadership. Yeah, being an ethical leader, respecting rules, and be people be leaders who have integrity and honesty, and who people can trust, really. Not you come to an institution and then you steal people's stuff, or you disrespect people. um so ethical leadership. Introduction to supply chain management, intermediate. So that's not beginner, I would not focus on that. Supply chain is usually in business, like in business, when I say business, in terms of sales or materials or inventory. Supply chain is focusing mainly on materials, on things. College success, like, oh, if you're going to college, like that course would help you. Word processing is Word for Microsoft Word, and I think they included Google Doc in that as well. So that's a course for any professional that who doesn't master or know well how to use Google Doc or Microsoft Word. That could be a course you could take. Okay, I took that course already. So number two, let's say number three. I don't think I need to open all the pages together. Let me stop there, because it's more than three. It's 45 courses. I don't need to go and open all the 45 courses, but I'm going to open one and see how it goes. Okay, so to see how, because one can help you understand how all the courses are, in terms of information they provide, or general information they provide. Let's open. I'm thinking be sorry, I'm thinking between leadership and teams and managing employees, or decision making. So these two are like, what should I take? What should I open? What should I take? Maybe someone in the live could tell me, like if you're following, like I would, it could help me test if there are people who are listening. Maybe Teacher Fiddler could tell me, which one do I open between leadership and teams, managing employees, and managing making decision making. So I need to decide on one of these. Which one do I choose? Leadership and teams, managing employees, and or decision making. Let's go for leadership and teams. Okay, leadership and teams. I I love to talk about leadership. So leadership and teams, let's go for it. Okay. So what we do is we open the course, we click on it, and then we say view course, right? We're going to see what's inside. All right. Oh, that's reading. Oh, I need to deactivate that. I don't need that reader view. I need it to see, I need to see the way it is. Okay. Here is how it looks when you open a course on Saylor Academy. First, it shows you the title of the course. Here, there's an image associated to it. An image. Okay. You see like heart. You see the like a train passing. You see future. You see people collaborating together with two hands, like giving the handshake. That tells you that tells you a lot about the course. So let's go and see how what happens here. So we have the code of the course, PRDV 224. That would be professional development, right? For PR, for professional development, leadership and teams. We see the course. There's a course introduction, and they tell us how much time they think you can take before you complete that course. Okay, 9 hours. Oh, thank you, Fedler. Fiddling told me to, not Fedler, but Fiddling told me to use. Yeah, that's exactly the one I opened. I opened the leadership and teams. Okay, thank you, Fiddling. Teacher Fiddling, I need to say. So they tell you 9 hours, so you may need think about 9 hours if you want to complete that course. If you want to take, maybe it would take you 2 or 3 days, because I would not encourage you to just, just because it's for a certificate, because you want to take the certificate, you just go and complete everything in one day. You also need to be able to assimilate or to take the knowledge. You don't just want certificates or a diploma. You need also to learn what's included in the course. And I know that Fiddler would agree with me if I say that, and anyone who would be on in the live also. So, and they tell us also free certificate. There's a code they give here. I don't know what it means. 09, I don't know. But there's a free certificate. Okay, so after we complete the course, we take the exam, there's going to be a certificate. But we're going to read everything here. We want to see how every course, how every individual course looks like, and then it will help you for you to hover or over the website and to go and do your own thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go and read that introduction. That's long. Let's see if I can read that. Throughout this course, we define managers. So for every course, there's going to be an introduction. Okay, so that's the introduction for that course. So where they tell you what the course is about, they kind of put a context into what this course is and why you should, who can take that course. And I think that's exactly like what an introduction would look like or would contain. Right? Let's go and read the introduction together with me. Throughout this course, we define managers as people who work with and through other people to accomplish the goals of an organization. One important managerial function we have not yet touched upon is motivation, or the ability to persuade and inspire others to commit to an organization and its goals. A good leader must be a good manager if they wish to get a lot accomplished. To get work done, managers must often foster collaboration between employees, so that individuals with different skills from different parts of a company can successfully contribute to projects. The concept of collaboration has evolved into the practice of creating teams comprising specific individuals with complementary skills who gather around a common purpose. Yes, common purpose. This purpose might include accomplishing a specific task, addressing a particular problem, revising an internal company process, etc. The term team is used so frequently today that the meaning of this concept is often diluted. Still, contemporary companies and organizations rely on the efforts of different kinds of teams. Often, an organization will pull together teams with members scattered over multiple locations, even multiple countries, to bring together the skills and competencies needed to address a significant task. I love that introduction. One of the key roles of any manager is to establish a team's goals and purposes and select appropriate team members. From there, the team will more or less independently work to accomplish its purpose under the supervision of a leader who must organize and manage the team effectively. What does a successful team look like? Would you be surprised to know that the best teams actually experience conflicts? In fact, conflict can be a productive force capable of generating new ideas and multiple options for consideration. Phrase ça seulement fait m'envie sur quoi? Phrase ça seulement. Elle dit, conflict can be a productive force capable of generating new ideas and multiple options for consideration. Let's continue. The key is to avoid letting professional conflict spill over into personal relationships. A difficult task without careful study and practice. In this unit, you will look at the different stages of group development to learn how to create a successful team and avoid the common pitfalls for working with a team. Many idea, okay? Mais ça quoi? En réalité, c'était context là, like there was context, like bringing us to understanding why it is important to understand the managers and the leaders' role, what difference you have there, and then the importance of teams, and then boom, the last sentence, they give you the what you will find in this course. So in this unit, you will look at the different stages of group development to learn how to create a successful team and avoid the common pitfalls of working with a team. Okay, we read the introduction of the course. Okay, so that's the first thing you do to understand what is the course about. And then to see what's included, usually you would go to the syllabus, right? Syllabus. So you would see what are the different chapters or units included in that course. Pabliye yo di mwen menm ka enroll la se le m'inscrit, m'poko bezon enroll la konya paske mwen bezon kompren kouwa. Okay? Let's go to syllabus. I'm going to open the syllabus to see the very details in the course. Fiddler, you here? My brother Julio Laguerre is in the live. I see you, man. I see you. I see you. Okay, I don't need that mode. Okay, let's go there. Okay, let's look at the syllabus of the course, Leadership and Teams. They give us something here, specific information on the course and requirements can be found below. Okay, they tell us to go below. Okay, we have a course description. Learn the fundamentals of modern business management as you explore how business management practices evolved from the rise of large corporations in the late 1880s to today. Course introduction. Yes, I've just read that. Okay, so I've just read that, guys. This part onto team. What it was the introduction I was reading, and then they tell us this course includes the following units. So that's what we need to focus on. What are the different units in the course to know? Maybe are these things I want to learn about? So maybe you decide, okay, before you enroll. You don't just click enroll and then all of a sudden you were surprised at the number of chapters or units that are included in the course. So you read them first before you choose the course. So unit 1, they have management and leadership. Yeah, management and leadership. What is management? Like where do they meet? Like, what do they, is there a difference? Like a manager and a leader. I would love that to take that course. Management's power and influence. Now, unit 3 is teams. There are great authors who speak about teams, how to, the reality, like how to manage teams, manage conflicts. It's very difficult to function in teams, guys, especially for the leader. There will be all kinds of conflicts in a team. Unit 4 is identify the characteristic of a team. Wow, so they really focus on team because it's leadership and teams. Team management. Wow. Team building. Woo-hoo. Team building. Unit 6 and Unit 7 is managing team conflict. Woo-hoo. That's a course every leader should take that course, right? It's true. Like if you study business management, you would take that, or business administration, you would have that course in university, in college. But let's say that's more specific there, right? And then you get to receive a certificate at the end of the course. So let's look at the outcomes of the course. It's important. It's like they're telling us, what are you going to get out of this? Like when you complete that course, what are the different things you will be able to learn? What are the different skills you will be able to acquire? That's a big sentence. Acquiring skills. Upon successful completion of this course, you will be able to. So it's like in classes when les professeurs enseignent, à la fin de la leçon, l'élève sera en mesure de. It's like what they're saying here. So upon successful completion of this course, you will be able to analyze the key elements of leadership skills, power, and politics. Okay? Leadership skills, power, and politics. Apply the essential principles of quality, okay? Of quality leadership, What makes a leader different? What types of leadership are there? And discuss the stages of team development and the dynamics of managing team. Yeah, dynamic des équipes. Yeah, they speak a lot about that in management. Discuss the stages of team development and the dynamics of managing teams. Okay, so three outcomes. Throughout this course, you will also see learning outcomes in each unit. Oh, na chaque unité, na chaque chapitre, you buy a outcomes here. You can use those learning outcomes to help organize your studies and gauge your progress. Yeah, you can see, what am I learning this week? Le fait que cours is self-paced, like it's self-paced, you decide how to take it. Are you going to, for example, this course is 9 hours. How are you going to organize yourself? Maybe you say, I'm going to take that course in 2 weeks. I'm going to do it 1 hour per day. Let's say 1 hour per day. 1 hour per day, that 5 days for the week, I would say that would be 5 hours. And then the other week, 5 hours. That would be 4 hours. And then you include the exam. I don't think they control like how many hours it's really going to take. I don't think when they say 9 hours, it's exactly 9 hours. It depends on you. Maybe you could take the first unit and see how much time it takes you. But you decide how you're going to take it. Okay. Course materials. Are there any course materials available for you? Books, videos, like how do you access it? Because it's for free, right? How do you access these? This courses materials, learning materials are articles. So here are what you're going to be able to use. That's a very important for any course you're going to take. Uh, for the learning platforms online, you need to know, are there articles or lectures, or is it just video or audio? You need to know that, because it will tell you what works best for you. Like you have your preferred way of learning. Okay, some people, they like audio visual. Like some people are kinesthetic. Some people can like feel more comfortable by doing the thing, like not just learning it, but doing it while they're learning it. It depends on your style of learning. Okay. Network failed. Is it from me? Oh, is it from me, brother? I hope it's not. Oh, I'm sorry, man. If it's from me, I'm sorry. Let's focus on the course materials. All course materials are free to access, woohoo, free to access, and can be found in each unit of the course. Pay close attention to the notes that accompany these course materials, as they will tell you what to focus on in each resource, and will help you understand how the learning materials fit into the course as a whole. That's important. You can also see a list of all the learning materials discussed by clicking on resources in the navigation bar. Evaluation and minimum passing score. That's important. Evaluation. How do they evaluate you on the course? Is it just you you read the articles, you read the videos, you complete the courses, and then you get the certificate? No, no. You actually have to take an exam that you need to score 70%. En Haïti, majorité université est capable 60, 65. Bien, but that's 70, so c'est 70 pour faire pour un certificat. Okay, you're gonna have to take it very seriously. You score on the exam. Okay, they say that only the final examination is considered when awarding you a grade for success. Okay, so there's a final exam. To pass this course, you will need to earn 70% or higher on the final exam. Okay, guys, 70%. C'est 70% pour passer l'examen. Pour joindre certificat, ça veut dire pour compléter quoi vraiment. Your score on the exam will be calculated as soon as you complete it. Wow, c'est comme si on est fini pour examen là, you boys dans même côté là. Côté tout résultat et puis certificat vient joindre. Okay, there is a 14-day waiting period between each attempt. On comprend ça. Là, dit each attempt, ça veut dire si vous faites examen une fois et pour pas réussir 70%, you bon 14 jours, ok, pour capable essayer encore. Vous prenez 2 semaines et pour essayer encore. Okay. You may only attempt the final exam a maximum of 3 times. Oh lolo, c'est 3 fois seulement ou capable essayer et faire examen. On t'a dit, let's say that you take the exam today, fedle, and then you fail. On t'a dit which way. Like we don't want that, okay? But let's imagine that situation. You score 69, for example. You will wait for 2 more weeks. Let's say today is September the 17th, so September 24th and September 30. So October 1st, okay, October 1st. Now 2 semaines, na 1er octobre. Donc mercredi, l'école dans 2 semaines, mes amis. School opens in Haiti in 2 weeks. Okay, mes amis. Okay, in exactly 2 weeks. Donc mercredi, dans 2 semaines, la pour 1er octobre. So I will need to wait for until October 1st for me to try again. for my second attempt, right? And then if I fail again on October 1st, I really don't want that to happen. But let's say something happens and you failed in the first two attempts. You gotta pass the third one, right? Fait que là, si vous passez deux examens, deux fois pas passé, troisième non, faut passer, parce que deux et trois fois, c'est bon qu'après. Okay? So you gotta go and do the third time. So you wanna wait for like October 1st, October 8th, and October 15th. C'est 15 octobre pour ta passer la troisième fois. Et au c'est maximum trois fois seulement. C'est just three times. You can take the exam. Okay, the end of unit assessments are designed to help you study and do not factor into your final course grade. C'est important. So there are assessments at the end of every unit. They're smaller, like quiz, but they're not gonna be used for the final exam. I mean, if you want to take them, you take them. If you take them, it's not gonna help you at the end for the final exam. But if you let's say you complete a unit and there is a quiz at the end, I would encourage you to take that. You can train yourself, okay? Train yourself into the until you can take that final exam. It's true they tell you it doesn't count to the final exam, but it can give you an idea of maybe how the exam is going to be at the end, okay? And I can tell you, I think the exam is timed. Moi, pas c'est examen li chronométré. OK? Les time, ça veut dire là, pour un examen, on pas qu'à juste prendre ou pas. Non, je pense le chronométré 2 heures de temps. OK? 2 hours, I think. OK? Peut-être on l'aime, dans le coup, prend un coup, m'a fait en pratique, je passe un examen pendant ma réunion. Ça veut dire, ma live, je prends un examen. Ça fait, that would be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting. You can see all these assessments by clicking in quizzes, OK? Donc, quoi, ça, CES, ça te veut dire, oui, en l'air, elle pas de comprendre ni ameni. Ni en net là, let's see, oh, et pas la l'île avant, like before, OK? Okay, I was here. They say continuing education credits for documenting successful completion of courses that are designed to improve the knowledge and skills of working adults. Many industries value CEUs, and now your certificate reflects them clearly, and they may be used to support career advancement or to meet professional licensing standards. Wow. Oh, I love that. That's interesting. Very interesting. So you can use that certificate you take in other areas. I don't think that's something that happens in Haiti because you don't have English college in Haiti. Like it's Haiti is not an English speaking country. Okay, tips for success. So that's good advice, right? What advice you could get for you to succeed in this course? Leadership in Teams is a self-paced course, meaning you can decide when to start and complete the course. We estimate the average student will take hours to complete, like the 9 hours they say up there above. We recommend studying at a comfortable pace and scheduling your study time in advance. That's good. Schedule that. Learning new material can be challenging, so here are a few study strategies to help you succeed. Take notes on terms, practices, and theories. This helps you understand each concept in context and provides a refresher for later study. Test yourself on what you remember and how well you understand the concepts. Reflecting on what you've learned improves long-term memory attention. Yeah, c'est important. Faut réfléchir sur ce étudier pour garder pour qu'on est-ce qu'on comprenne. This technical requirements. This course is delivered entirely online, so you're not going to have to move anywhere to go to take the exam or take the course. You will need access to a computer or web-capable mobile device and consistent internet access to view or download resources and complete auto-graded assessments and the final exam. To assess the full course, including assessments on the final exam, log into your Saylor account. Yeah, ou ka toujou suivre ou ka gade informasyon sa son pa enroll, men for enroll pou kapap suivre kwa et puis faire cet examen. If you don't have an account, you can create one for free here. So, si cliquez là, ou ap créer un compte. Note that tracking progress and taking assessment require login. Yeah. Faut ka track progress ou. Mwen n'importe kou mwen pren la deja la, map ka gade pou mwen nan ki nivou miye la dan, ki progress, like what progress I've been able to make. Okay? For more details and guidance, please review our complete technical requirements. Okay, that's not important for me. Optional Saylor Academy mobile app. You can access all courses features directly from your game application ka télécharger konya. So you can download the app. But if you have limited internet connectivity, the Saylor Academy mobile app provides an option to download course content for online use. Wow, that's interesting. C'est intéressant. Ça veut dire si ou pas, comme ça, on a dit là, vous voulez internet, ou dit ok, pas de internet en Haïti, nous connaissons pas, nous avons pas internet vraiment, et on a dit, soit fait ou télécharger l'application, là, cliquez là, Google Play ou dans App Store, ça veut dire App Store c'est pour mon Apple, iPhone, tout ça, et puis dans Google Play c'est tout le téléphone, c'est Android system, pas vrai? Bien ça, on fait. Ou télécharger l'application, comme ça, ou qu'à télécharger quoi, même là, pas internet, ou capable de suivre. Ça intéressant, that's interesting. Fees, eske kouwa ou dwe paye? Fees, eske kouwa dwe paye yon frais pou li? Okay, this course is entirely free to enroll in and access. Yo di sa, mes amis. Entirely free. Okay. All course materials, tout materiel gen nan kou, including textbooks, videos, web pages, and activities are available at no charge. Donc, pa gen l'argent wap gen pou paye. Donc, on moun baka dim la, ou kon pa anglais, ou bezon suivre kou nan kek domaine ou reme administration, ou ti kou ka suive pou wap dim ou pa gen l'argent, wap bon manti, ou bien sou bluff ou ye. Okay? Sou bluff ou gan pile opportunité pou wap apren en ligne même sou pa gen l'argent. You have many opportunities you can take online if you don't have money. Mais Saylor Academy, yo di mwen li gen application, yo kan ane klike, et puis ou bien aller sous Play Store ou bien App Store, chercher application Saylor Academy. Okay? Saylor Academy. All course, okay, they were saying that here, this course also contains a free final exam and course completion certificate. Donc, certificat tout, li yo pap mandi pou paye pou li. So you don't need to pay for the final certificate. That's interesting. Donc, I can go back and then map enroll, pa vre? Mdi nou map enroll deja. Mpoko kwan se map ka suiv kou sa pou konye paske moun lot kou map suiv. So ça fait Google Sheets, tout ça, so spreadsheets ki nan yi vo avanse. So if you want to enroll, you would say enroll me in this course. Okay, I click on enroll. Enroll, manda di enroll now, pa vre? Mwen fe enroll now, like on the right corner. E bi yo di mkouwa sa an anglais. Mpa kouwa existe an lot lang pou konya se an anglais kou yo. The course is only or done in English. You know, maybe that's why, you know. Oh, I want to see if the page changes. Okay, okay, it doesn't change. Okay, I go to enroll now. Okay, it's our dim la ngade, map descend, map go back, go down, enroll me. Okay, I go on enroll me. I'm going to enroll in the course leadership and teams. Woo-hoo. Let's go, let's go. Woo! I'm enrolled. Oh, what is that? No, okay, I can see if I go to my profile, it would literally tell me my grades, my courses. Okay, let me go to my courses. Okay, Simfin enroll. After I enroll, I should see my courses there. Oh, mwen te gen kou ke mpate enroll mpot kou komanse. I say all, parce que c'est leadership and teams I have leadership and teams. Okay, that's the course. Okay, many leadership and teams. Mwen eske wè dim 0% completed. Okay, 0% completed. Sim davli alina kuwa konya. If I would like to open the course and actually see everything that's included in the course, right? I can just go there and then mwen wè tout bagay mwen gata enroll na kuwa deja. Yo pap mwen de ou men enroll na kuwa epi materiel. Voilà. Mais unit 1, management and leadership. Mais voilà, mes documents voilà, leadership, c'est besoin de commencer quoi là. Cliquez là. Ma li ka article, li ka vidéo, li ka tout ça. Yo te dim ça déjà. It can be video, it can be articles, and then many. Okay. The first one is a video. Okay. I'm gonna try to play it. Okay. Let me make sure that you can hear the sound as well. Pour m'assurer que nous capable d'entendre son tout. Or system audio. Okay, system audio entendre. Okay, ça YouTube. On a dit. You should be able to hear it, to listen to it. Yes, you can hear it.
How many of you are completely comfortable with calling yourselves a leader? See, I've asked that question all the way across the country, and everywhere I ask it, no matter where, there's always a huge portion of the audience that won't put up their hand. And I've come to realize that we have made leadership into something bigger than us. We made it into something beyond us. We made it about changing the world. And we've taken this title of leader and we treat it as if it's something that one day we're going to deserve. But to give it to ourselves right now means a level of arrogance or cockiness that we're not comfortable with. And I worry sometimes that we spend so much time celebrating the things that we can do every day. And we start to take moments where we credit for it and we don't let ourselves feel good about it. And I've been lucky enough over the last 10 years to work with some amazing people who have helped me redefine leadership.
the screen again. You don't have the money to go to a conference, to go to a seminar, a training. You don't have 2,000 goods or 5,000 goods for that, but um, you do have money for other things. That's the thing. You have money for other things. You have money to spend in other things. Um, okay, so don't find yourself an excuse, guys. Don't follow yourself an excuse not to use opportunities that present at you. Okay. So it was good to be here. It's just gonna be 1 hour. I didn't know I was gonna spend 1 hour here online and you doing that live video on Facebook and YouTube. So that's it for today. 1 hour. The 1 hour ring is there. So we've been there for 1 hour. And I have a meeting I need to go in and do. Wishing you all the best, guys. Have a great day. In your learning, in your career. Just continue to learn. No matter what you learn today, it will be useful for something. It will help you in the future or even today. You never know. So that was it for me. Thank you so much, and see you next. I was Huguenot. Like, you know my name already. What? I don't need to say Huguenot. You know me. Okay, bye, guys. Bye bye. Have a great day. Oh, have a great afternoon because it's 1:46. Bye bye.